Alright guys, so if we're gonna get started on the let me get this on. Presentation's about to start. Oh gosh. Alright, so next week's shoot, let me write it. Next week.
Nick?
Yeah.
Nick.
What?
You're gonna wanna...
I'm not done writing.
But you're gonna
Good call, Eric. Shoot. Shoots. So, for next week's shoots, there might be multiple ones of those.
Wait, hold on. He's here. I got it. I got my clipboard and I'm all set to go. Guys, I got my presentation. What you got there, Nick? What's,
Next week's shoots.
So again, I'm gonna sit here in front of this camera and talk about Nick. It seems like every waking moment in this job, I've gotta deal with some kind of clash with this guy. I mean, I know I've got his old position and, you know, we've got a lot of work to do, but he's really not helping anything out. I don't know, I feel physically endangered sometimes, walking around corners and all of a sudden there's a cart filled with equipment running into my thighs. That's not good. I don't know, he's got something in him. He's got this flame in his butt just to ruin my day.
Yeah, this conflict's gotta go. I mean, Dan's over there and he's just yelling at me for playing Nintendo, but like, there's no editing computer. What am I supposed to do at the moment? Had a few glances at that Final Cut Pro book. I think I got it. No problem. As soon as I get the software, I'll be fine.
And, yeah, it's the conference room. It's a lot better than the conference room that they had, back when I was in prison. That one sucked. All we had was a bunch of benches and rocks. We're expected to sit there and somehow get a meeting off.
Eric's been doing a pretty good job. He's probably my top employee right now. He follows the dress code, he's always on time with work, he's always doing something that's helpful. He attends all the meetings. I mean, good guy, pretty much. I mean, with all this other crap going on, it's nice to know that there's something that's in line. Straight in line.
That's what I've been looking for.
Hey, Eric. What are you doing with the projector there? Are you stealing stuff?
No. Listen. Just don't tell Dan, and don't kill me. But don't tell Dan.
I won't tell anybody. You're fine. Just take good care of that projector. Eric's been stealing stuff.
I'm trying, Nick.
It's like you're just taking your goalie and just removing him from the net for me. That's what it's like.
Is that what's happening?
Hey,
this is what happened.
Eric, I'm gonna need to talk to you in my office. So, Rob tells me that Eric was actually the thief involved with some of the inventory, and, I guess that's true, so I had a little talk with Eric, we put out a little deal. He's gonna be working for free for a little while until he actually pays off the difference of cost for materials that were missing.
Honestly, I was stealing the supplies for a pretty good reason. Right now, I'm working on my own thing. I got my own little documentary going on that's happening that I'm making. Because in the time between the first one finishing and this one starting, I needed something to do. Didn't have a job. So I was working on this. I was working on my documentary, which is all about the alligators in Pennsylvania.
Listen, Dan, I'm sick of this. I don't have an editing computer. We don't have Canon XL2s for the shoot next week. We have a couple shoots next week, and we are not prepared for that. All right? I don't see what you're doing to get this production in motion at all. Where's Rob? I don't know what he's doing. He was running around with our only camera. It's like a little soccer mom camera. He's running around doing something with it. What do you got to say?
Well, actually, I was about to tell you that you're fired.
What?
You're fired, Nick. So, I just fired Nick. He was really holding us back. He was really just fulfilling his own agenda. he's the one guy on the crew that doesn't stay on task. I mean, I would have thought that he would get a hint from getting demoted, but he's just making stuff harder, so he's gonna have to leave now. I mean, at least I know that the rest of my crew is on task the whole time. They're always working on what they need to be doing, and I can rely on that. I can rely on that.
Hey, Ben, so I was calling to, see how the documentary's going.
Right.
Going all well?
Right.
All right?
Yeah. It's going good.
See, what I don't understand. Okay, Nick was fired for being disagreeable, not liking Dan, not liking his new position. But me, I'm stealing stuff. And Rob, I mean, he doesn't scare me as much anymore. But Rob, being an ex-convict, just not doing anything at all. Not doing anything. So I'm really concerned. I'm really concerned for the well-being of this documentary because honestly, Nick knows more than anybody else here.
Hey, do you think I should use French cut green beans or just the regular green beans?
French.
French, okay.
Yeah, for the casserole.
I've just been going around today, videotaping myself, taking pictures and stuff. This thing's sweet. I mean, I just pointed at something and was like, oh, hey, guess what? I videotaped you. What are you going to do now? You're on my camera. But yeah, I definitely got some awesome shots today. I mean, if you took a dictionary and looked up awesome shots in it, you'd see a picture of me with this camera and maybe a little video clip of something that I took.
Yeah.
Documentary's going pretty well. It's good.
Yeah.
About Nick. We were kind of nervous about him. How's he doing as the editor?
Well, he's good. He's doing some research on editing software, the Final Cut book that you gave him, and he's keeping up with that pretty well.
Sounds fantastic.